word for you today. Stay if you feel called. Otherwise, go ahead and scroll along. I'll wait. Welcome to Peace Rim, where we drop gems and we speak for them. So, I've been getting called to get back into my Bible, right? And in doing so, I just been kind of allowing the word to find me instead of searching for the word. And I came across something today that I wanted to unpack and share because it was so impactful for me. Like, I cried. And I know how y'all be feeling about the Bible and Christianity and stuff like that, but just wait, because there's a word. So this was in Matthew chapter 22, verse 1 through 14, right? And I just wrote down what I gathered from the passage. So a brief overview, and then I'm basically explaining what it really said, like reading between the lines. Because y'all know a lot of people be liking to take the Bible literal, and which is beyond me, because in this particular passage, it literally says Jesus spoke in parables. Confirmation notification. Don't even know where that came from. Jesus spoke in parables, okay? Describing the kingdom of heaven. So the king, which would be God, arranged a wedding for his son, which is Jesus, or his child, us, whatever. We're not going to get into that. And the king sent servants to gather those that were invited to this wedding. And a lot of them, they didn't care, and they just refused to show up. And others went a step further, and they harmed, and they unalived these servants that were sent to tell them, like, hey, the wedding is ready for y'all to come and attend, right? And God had these cities and people destroyed, the ones who unalived the servants. After hearing about what they did, he had them and their cities and stuff destroyed. He sent his armies, whatever. And then he decided that those that were originally invited weren't worthy, which, period, they wasn't. Because what do you mean you're not coming to my son's wedding? Okay? So he then had his servants gather up guests to attend from all over. He told them, go get on the highways and byways, find who you can. We need to fill up this space with presents. Okay? And in doing so, there were good people and there were bad people that attended. And one of them wasn't dressed in like the proper wedding attire. Like, he came and whatever he came in, and the king was like, he think he don't gotta respect the dress code. So he had him removed and cast away into the darkness, right? And they said many were called, few were chosen. Y'all love quoting this line, but I don't know if y'all know what it really means. So basically, this passage is saying that sometimes those that are sent, those that are meant, and those that are more than willing, not more than willing, more than able and capable of helping us, they don't. They simply refuse to. And others intentionally harm us when they could have just walked away like the other people. You could have just left me alone, but instead you intentionally harmed me and brought, chaos to my life, when you could have just said, excuse me, I don't want nothing to do with you. I'm going to be over here minding my business because I just don't want to be your friend, right? And for those people who intentionally choose to harm us, right, God will handle them. And in doing so, he will simultaneously improvise new and more better aligned connections, people that he actually deems worthy of being in our lives. But just because God brings, new people into our lives, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're all going to be aligned either, right? Some people might be aligned for a little bit. Some people, they can't maintain frequency, right? So it's like, you'll come into contact and connections with these people, but not all of them will have pure intentions, and not all of them can maintain the frequency that is needed to be in your life. And it doesn't necessarily make them bad, but some people, they don't wake up right away. They don't want to do the work. They don't, whatever the reason is, they are just not aligned. And I got a notification that says your next chapter starts differently than you expect. Confirmation, and it's 4:44 on the time. Basically, when these connections are no longer aligned, these people have to be removed. They're not wearing the proper attire. They can't go. They're not dressed for the occasion. Okay. The marriage in this sense is union. And the union starts within self first. So our light and our dark, our masculine and feminine energy is really the balancing, the creating of wholeness. A lot of us, we wander through life broken up in pieces based off traumas and different things that we've been through. And so the marriage, the union starts with our inner selves, our inner world first. And then outer union, for those of you who want to be in love, who fall in love, who want to get married, outer union with your partner, right? And our partner is a reflection of us, which means they're a reflection of our inner union, which means that one must respect both. A person has to respect you and your partner because they're a reflection of you, and they have to respect both in order to be fully aligned with you. You picking up what I'm putting down? Meaning, to be invited to this wedding, a person, place, or thing has to be aligned with you and your person. But it starts with you first because it starts with self. That's why it's self-love, etc., etc. So marriage equals union equals wholeness in this case. And sometimes those family members, those friends, those lovers, the people that are able to help, if you're in a bind and you need, not saying that it's always money, but like if you need money and you know this person has money, but then they will rather watch you struggle. If you need a specific resource to something and this person has the resources and the capabilities to be able to help you and they choose not to because they would rather watch you struggle, these are not people for you. God is bringing in more aligned divine connections for you. But even in that, you have to have discernment because still not everyone is for you. Some people are for a season. Some people are for a reason. Some people are for a lesson, whatever the case is. But I just wanted to share because it just really touched me today. And this is not what I planned on doing, but I guess it's Sunday, so it's very appropriate. And I just felt called because I feel like we take a lot of stuff literal in here, and it's literally sitting here saying that they be speaking in parables, meaning stories, fables, metaphors, similes, etc., to get the overall point of the message. And y'all just be hearing what y'all be wanting to hear. I'm not gonna spend time getting on that. I just wanted to share this to say, excuse me, exactly. The point of the message, excuse me, is alignment. And the sooner you're able to let go and surrender those people, places, and things that are not for you, that are fully capable of showing up for you but choose not to, the sooner you recognize your self-worth the way that God recognizes self-worth, the sooner you come into these more aligned divine connections for self, the sooner you come into union with yourself. And I just thought that was beautiful. So I hope this finds who it needs to. And I love y'all. And be safe. Okay, bye.